Hi, my name is Tim Guy, and this is my Dispositions multimedia presentation, a little bit about myself and some of the things that go on in my classroom. Just a little bit about me. I am a math educator. Got my certification from Millersville in math education. I teach 8th grade, so middle school, go middle school teachers, at Spring Grove Middle School in York County. Really, I became a teacher because one of the things that my parents were teachers, and through them, I was able to see kind of the big impact that teachers can have in other people's lives. And anybody who knows me, you kind of know that I have a big compassion for helping others. I'm all about helping people who, in any way that I can, people in need, people who just need somebody to give them something. And I think that teaching is one of the best ways to do that. And really, a lot of that ties back into my religion and, wanting to serve God in the best way possible. So teaching math, some of the best ways I think to have math be taught to students is really collaborative learning. I have my students sit in groups. They all work together. I encourage them to work with anybody on any assignment that's not a test. I work with them. They work with my co-teacher in some instances. They work with other peers. I think the more that they can kind of teach each other and help each other and really kind of do that kind of magic that happens when kids speak with each other, I think just really helps them kind of hammer down the material that we're doing. And part of that really is trying to get in what I call getting in the reps. Students in math, a lot of things involve a process that students have to kind of learn and get through, and some perseverance through some of the early difficulty in that process, and then kind of retaining it as they get it. So the only way I've seen to really get that down is to have students do problems, have the students be doing the work and do a lot of those kind of problems until they have it solidified. I do have a little bit of a however there on my presentation here because it has to be good reps. It has to be high quality reps. So I try to have a lot of that rep time happen in my room. Homework assignments, I have students start them in the room. That way I can get them started on the right track. And I think that those things are really important for student learning. Some of the issues that students bring in, obviously middle school. So, we have hormones, we have puberty, we have just a lot of things going on in a middle school classroom. There's just a lot of biological things happening that we have to think about. And my heart always goes out for kids who are going through different things in their home lives and things that they're bringing in from the outside that can impact their learning. They may be more disposed to shut down and not show any grit, as we'll talk about a little bit later. Some of the previous bad learning habits they might already have a defeatist attitude before they enter my room, and it takes me time to kind of break them down and build them back up in terms of what they can do in math. Some students really have a negative feeling towards my class, and I think a lot of people in general have a negative feeling towards math, and it's trying to reach them and bring them in and get them to really be willing to do work for me. And that, I have to teach students how to learn and succeed to really have them reach their highs in a math class. And one of the biggest things that I do to kind of reach all this and to teach them to learn and succeed is that I try to show students that I care. I really talk to students, get to know them. I go to events that they have, and I really want them to know that I'm here for you. I'm somebody who can help you. And this is something that, will make you be a better student and a better person. How will this course help me? Well, growth mindset is something that I've tried in my classroom. I try to use with kids, and for some students I see some improvement, but I have not had the biggest success with motivation all the time with some of my more difficult kids. So I would love to learn even more about growth mindset, ways to improve that, ways to kind of encourage that. And I even saw that a little bit in the video about showing them just the research on here's what it does to your brain. I can talk to them about it, but just show them that video, show them different research. And then just, motivating middle schoolers. It's hard. Some of these kids have a lot of things going on, and how do I get them to care about math? It's really difficult, and building the grit and the different things that I think really will help students succeed. So just some concerns and some things that, about this class. I have a daughter. She's 9 months old at this point. So I have to make the class kind of fit my schedule with her. So doing assignments early, trying to get things, be at work ahead of time. That way I can still spend time with my daughter. And then the thing that helps me the most is constructive feedback. You don't have to take points off my grade, but if you could just, tell me what I'm doing well, what I'm not doing well, what are the things that I need to do to improve, that's really the best way I learn. And that's something I also include in my classroom. So thank you very much for watching.